I saw this content on TikTok yesterday titled Women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they become invisible to men. It's a known fact that women will do anything for the attention of a man. Either they fancy that man or they don't fancy that man. Women love that idea of, I am attractive to men. They want me. And one of the most bargaining chip that women have has always been their beauty. In the game of seduction, that beauty should be used to get the attention of whatever man you see. Okay, I can be with this one for the rest of my days. And as time goes on, as you start working with that man, having kids for that man, doing everything together, it's going to prolong that illusion. It's going to perceive you differently. But time is different right now. If you talk to a 23, 24, 25-year-old woman, she thinks she's still young. I don't want to settle down now. Okay. And that's why you see on social media, you see a woman at 45 years old. She's still looking for love. I'm not saying you're not going to find love, but in business 101, you sell. The best time to sell is when your value is at the top. When when you are flourishing. Because it eventually drops. That is one of the most saddest thing about the dating dynamics, I will tell you. Women get to eventually experience what it's like to be a man. It is a very, very lonely world for a man. The bigger percentage of men are not successful. On this podcast, we have different categories of men on this platform. Very successful men, middle class men, and men at the bottom on this platform. And in my eyes, as the host of this platform, all men are equal, and we treat each other to some extent. We treat each other equally. Because I don't know how to translate that in English, but you figure it out. Yeah. So if I'm your dad, still speaking to men, to women, if I'm your dad, I would advise you to make friends with elderly women. Let them teach you what the world of men looks like. You see, this generation of women we are in right now, they make it seem like, you guys make it seem like you're the first set of women that will have banging body. You make it seem like the previous generation did not have hips and ass. If you go back to a throwback picture of your biological mother, of your stepmother, of your auntie, of whoever that is older than you, you will see that you're not the first person that will have the big boobs. But eventually, your beauty will go away. Either you marry a man or you don't marry a man. But because women are perfect beings and everything a woman does is, she's a goddess. A woman is going to blame the man that impregnated her and use words like, I gave him my beauty. No, baby girl. Either you have kids or you don't have kids. You get married, you don't get married. That beauty is going to go away. Now, does that mean that there will not be men somewhere that still find you attractive? Yeah, there will always be men that wants to sleep with you until the day you die. But the sad reality is, those men are not the type of men that you would have gone for. But surprisingly, this is one of the beauty of this harsh reality. You're going to feel opportune at all. Like you're going to end up appreciating those men. And the sad reality, you're going to eventually fall in love with one of them. Those men that you would never, ever, ever have looked at when you were at your peak. By the time you start clocking 30-something years old, 40, 45, you're going to eventually, this life, the way this life play games, from the age 16 of a young man to around 30, early 30s, when men are almost invisible to women. I swear to you, you know when you go out and you try to maintain high contact with certain women, they will walk past you like, even when you say hi to them, it's almost like you don't exist. Like, when you explain this to a woman, she does not understand what it's like. But the beauty of this harsh reality, remember, it is the same framework. It is just Men get to experience it first, and you get to experience it last. Now, you can avoid this. There are different stages to the beauty of a woman. There's a reason why society created marriage. Women are the prize, men are the winner. You're supposed to present yourself to your husband brand new. He's supposed to experience that brand new product and experience you as your beauty face out. And your beauty will be interpreted into something else. Because from that brand new, he met you at your peak. He's an upright man. He starts taking care of you. You have kids. Because you have something of the next generation, he perceives you differently. You start working together, building the next generation, building a legacy. He perceives you differently. Your kids are now going to school. Now you're building a business with your husband. You guys start making money. You're planning for the future. You get to sit down to discuss more. Not just, where are you going to take me to? Not all that nonsense. Come and buy me a shoe. Not all that nonsense. You get to make plans for something bigger than yourself. It is a beautiful experience. I'm telling you. Now, the way society is set up, women are wired biologically to force men to make something better out of themselves. A regular man that just wants to, he finds you attractive, he likes you, you are in the same class. But to you that you are also poor, you see that man, you say, nope, you're not my level. Okay. That man went on to go and make something out of his life. And he eventually comes back. Well, some women are so naive. You're still single at 30-something years old. And you expect that man that has gone away from the dating market 10, 15 years of his life to still see you the same way. It doesn't work like that. And you think you have the control of what is a 50-year-old man doing with a 20-something-year-old woman? Baby girl, kilo coin. It has nothing to do with you. Because when you were younger like that, you were also dating men on that level. You don't understand. But the way, on this platform, I will share my own script and tell you the blunt truth. The Yoruba people will say, "Kusigba tenyo dasho, tenyo ro defiro," which simply means that, okay, your time would come. But you know how it is on this platform. I will tell you the truth, my love. Your time might not come. Because onigba tenyo dasho, tashon dro long in your more. You can't carry yourself like you are in your peak. You're 35. You're 40 years old, baby girl. You must have learned something about men. But, and that's why I said, a couple of months ago, I said the bigger percentage of women in this generation, they are going to suffer from mental illness. Because the bigger percentage of you, everything about you is superficial. You don't have any other thing aside from. You have degrees, come on now, and you're making money. But in the world of men, it is not enough. And I will tell you why. Because you still expect a man that will spend money on you. A man that will take care of you. Even if you have money, that is filled up in this old condo. You still want a man that will give you money, that will buy you gifts. So who cares about your degree? You don't understand? Sometimes I feel sorry. I feel sorry. And that's why marriage is designed in a way to benefit women, not men. Because a successful man can impregnate you. Let's say there is no marriage. You see him, you guys see each other, you fancy each other. You guys start having sex. Because, sex comes first. You guys start having sex. You become pregnant. You have 1, 2, 3 kids. You understand? Once you get to menopause, maybe say, okay, what thing they do here? Because this life is brutal, my good friends. Life is very brutal. It leaves you for a younger woman. For a younger woman. You don't understand? Some older women will teach younger women to go and get degrees, to go out there into the field and play the field. You understand what they talk? You need Adeori. A man might not even have money to give you, but you need somebody that will help you with your emotions. You're not designed to be by yourself. I'm telling you the truth. Now, men like Moa, come on now. I have so many variants out there in society. Not me, remember me. I don't want any of you. But there are so many men with my accomplishments, status, everything, good looks, out there in the world. And you will see them, you will think, oh my God, yeah, this one is my future. Come on now. Men with the same experience as myself, they're going to use you. Because, baby girl, you're not, ninkoto femen. You understand? Ninkoto femen. And you're still setting, how can I explain this? It's one thing to be outside of your peak and you place discount. Discount is, let's say, okay, this is a Cartier bracelet. Cartier does not do sales. This is a Cartier bracelet. It's like, okay, more year now. Let's say they now drop it to the value, let's say 2,000, which is something that would never happen. We're just citing an example. You understand? You learn, you can't have the same value expectation as when you are in your peak. I've said a lot though, but you guys should just, and women will do anything for attention. Imagine a 55, 60-year-old woman. Now she has to be the one to say hi to men. Hello, hi guys. Now she's too nice. Now men will try and run away from her. And you will see that same woman. Can you imagine a 50-something-year-old woman dating a 20-something-year-old young man? A man, because women care more about safety and security. And when we talk about safety and security, we're not just talking about money. Emotional security day. A 23, 24 years old, 25 that doesn't know anything about emotional stability, that is not emotionally matured. And when we talk like this, women will come and say, what about a 50-year-old man that is dating a 20-year-old woman? My love, that man and that woman, they go together. That guy is in his peak. She's in her peak. That guy is offering her something which is safety and security. He doesn't need anything from that woman. I did tell you the truth. She doesn't even need to have done anything in this life. Think about this for a second. Why is it that men would prefer to go for a woman that have nothing and bring peace? Just peace. Oh yeah, whatever you want, just tell me. Don't stress me out. Than go for a boss chick that has all the money, but she's argumentative. She thinks she's better than me. Like, this is real life, man. And you guys need to plan your life. And if you're my daughter, I'm going to tell you the blunt truth. But I'm not your dad. I'm just a friend that cares about you genuinely. Be well.